Welcome back to the West Texas A&M rebuild here on the Brothers in Arms Elite YouTube channel. You can always catch us live on Twitch, B.I.A. Elite League. This is going to be our last video before the season, setting up recruiting boards. We're going to do some looking. We've got I didn't realize this is our rivalry game, Texas Tech, so we've got that on here this year, our FCS opponent. We got at Missouri to open the season. And we've got versus Oklahoma State, along with our conference schedule, which it's looking like we do not get Boise State this year. So there is that going on. Okay, so we're going to jump in here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this over here to my school. We are now a 3.5-star school. You figured we'd be a 4-star. We were a 3.5 last year. So nothing really changes there. Championship contender B+. Program tradition B-. Campus lifestyle C. Stadium atmosphere is a C-. Brand exposure B+. Coach prestige A+, B-. On the coach ability, conference prestige is a B. Academic prestige is a B. Weight room athletic facilities is going to be a C. That's based off of team prestige. So the more we raise that up, the better. So now we're going to jump over here to the prospects list. And the first thing we're going to do is it says we need 1 quarterback, 4 running backs, a fullback, 2 wide receivers, a tight end. We need 8 offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen. We need 4 linebackers, 4 cornerbacks, and 2 safeties. So if you add that all up, 10, 13, 21, 22, 24, like we need 30 players. So with only 875 hours, that's going to be tough. But we're going to start off right here. The number 2 edge player in the nation, guy from Texas. We're first on his list. This would be the highest ranked player ever if we were to get him. But you look, all these 5 stars have not locked us out. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5 stars that were in their top 4. And we have 3 that were in their top 2. And if you count the third, so we have a good chance to maybe get some 5 stars this season as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to quarterback. DeLuca's a pocket passer. Backfield creator. So running backs, we need a bunch of running backs. And we just cannot catch a break, man, when it comes to some of these people. So as far as running back goes, we're going to see what's available after the first week. So we're not really worried about anything. We may put one of these guys on here or something. So I just don't know about running backs as far as running back goes. Okay, so this wide receiver is a speedster. We're 4th on his list. It's a Texas guy. Texas Tech and TCU are there. We're going to see what shakes out with him. Come down here, this gadget guy. We're going to throw him on there. And then we're going to go with both of these guys that were first on their numbers. So basically we should be able to get these 2 or these 2 either way, or maybe a combination. A tight end. Not seeing a lot to be had here. 4th on this guy's list. He's a vertical threat. we're going to put him on our list, but we're going to come over here now to wide receiver. And we are looking for physical route runner. I'm going to throw that guy on there because we could turn him into a tight end. Okay, now we're looking for offensive lineman here. Offensive lineman. This guy, we're second. That's a good take. This would be a good one. Now switching over to guard. That makes 3. This is a good one. 4. I really like this one. 5 and 6. We're just going to go 7 for right now. Going to come over here to edge. Definitely want this guy. This guy, we're second. Florida's not on his list, but Florida's his home state. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look down here and put them 3 on there. See if there's a defensive tackle worth going after. 104. So we're good there. Now we got to find some linebackers. Here's a 5-star. Let's hope we can knock him out because last season it just didn't happen for us. There's 3. Need one more. There we go with that one. Cornerbacks. We need lots of cornerbacks. So this one, we're second on his list. We're going to throw that out there. Going to come down, and these guys. It's not what we like to see, so we're going to have to come back to cornerbacks later. Here we go. As far as free safety goes, we need 2 safeties. Here's one here. And we'll do that. So we still got room for 10 players. Now quarterback, we're going to put this pocket passer, this backfield creator, and this one because we're going to want to see all these guys. This athlete right here, that's the one we want to check more than these others. As far as running backs go, I think I got a better chance with him. So that's where we're going to start. Going to come over here to these quarterbacks. Not real interested in DeLuca. I like a little bit of speed. This guy's got a little bit of speed, and he's got some good numbers. So this is definitely a guy we want to try to go after. So 85. I want you to look. This guy's got 85 throw power, 89 throw power, 76, 77, 75, 77, right? And then 67 and 79. You see the difference there? But this guy is faster. His break sack, throw on the run, and he's got field general. So this is going to be the other guy we're going to go after. We'll keep... So I gave this guy a scholarship, but I don't think it's going to work out for us. We'll see what happens. DeLuca can go. And McCreary really can go because I have a feeling they're going to come after him. 86 speed. I'm not interested in small. So this is where it gets interesting. Um, froze up on me. Got to go in, go back out. Okay, here we go. So this is the one I said we could turn into a tight end. This guy's not super fast. This guy's not super fast. But we definitely want to go after him. Like I said, we want a combination of these guys. I think for right now, we'll go ahead and give them all scholarships just so we got them locked in. I don't like that guy too. We'll see what happens. So as far as these go, if we got points that we can do, we would do it. Right now, I'm just interested in getting them scholarships. And really, with offensive linemen, there's not a whole lot of difference. Grip breaker, man. Great job. Okay. And I forgot to check to see if I'm going to be in need of a kicker. He's a junior. He is a freshman. So we are going to go ahead and go back on the list here and look for a kicker. Because when I got my kicker, especially my field goal kicker, is a junior, I like to go ahead and find a kicker to bring in, um, then redshirt them. So here's some accurate power. Punters, kickers, it doesn't matter. They're interchangeable. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is there's nothing. I'm looking for a kicker that's got my pipeline. It's going to be one of these two guys. I'm looking at who he's going after and who he's going after. So Louisiana, UNLV. So this is probably our better bet for us. So we're going to lock him in. Just going to go ahead and scout some of these guys because we don't want to waste these points. Actually, Good deal. He's looking good. Don't like that guy. 83 speed. There we go. We're good on that. Here we go. So what I want to do right now, so he's got deep range, 86, 85. So he's 81, 93. Both of them are deep range. They're both stars. So this is interesting. They're both gems. 93 kick power, 81 accuracy. He's got a huge leg. I'm thinking I'm going to scholarship both of them just because. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so there's all our points. We're good to go ahead and advance. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and advance. And we're going to do setting up board in week 0 as a full video because we're going to actually give recruiting hours in this video. 2 guys. So here we go. See where we're sitting with some of these guys. Right off the bat, this quarterback, the dual threat, we're being passed up by. So he's going to be a no-go. Got a chance to pass these guys up for LaRoque. He's got 92 speed. He's the guy we want to go after hard. That guy should be an easy get for us. 88 speed. That's going to be a dogfight with Oklahoma. That's going to be a dogfight with TCU. This is winnable for us, so definitely winnable there. This is definitely winnable for us. Washington's going to come on. They could take this guy away from us. That should be one we should win. This could be one we would win right here. This would be one we would win. This one maybe. Yeah, we should be able to win this guy. So right off the bat, we're going after 5 poor offensive linemen with our stuff. Definitely going after this guy. If we want that guy, we could get him. If we want that guy, we could get him. It's going to be tough. should be an easy get. That could be a get. This could be a get for us too. This guy more than anything. Cornerback, that guy's going to be tough. Free safety. That should be an easy battle for us to win. Now the question is, we need... That's a battle. That's a battle. So right now, we don't have any running backs or anything. So running backs, cornerbacks, safeties is where we're at. So first thing we're going to do... We're going to look at quarterbacks. Trying to see what's available. Nothing. So there's nothing available as far as quarterbacks go. And that's okay, because sometimes it could be like that. Now we're going to do running backs. Right off the bat, I see a guy right here. Elusive bruiser, Jimmy Vega. That's going to be a guy for us. Contact seeker. Contact seeker. So these guys may not be fast, but what we're going to do is look at where our running back situation is we're only going to have 2 guys left after this season. So if we don't get anybody in the portal, we need somebody coming in, okay? So that's why those running backs make sense. So we'll put all of them on there. Now we're going to go back. And I said, what position are we looking for? Now, actually, let's... Cornerback. We're going to do cornerbacks and safety separate and see what pops. There may not be anything that pops, and not looking good, not looking good. So nothing for cornerbacks. Now we're going to look at free safety. Nothing on free safety. So nothing there either. So there's something we got to come back to on that here in a minute. And what that is that we're going to need to look and see if we can find some 3 stars at some point. So we're going to start down our list. The first one we come to is this guy, Power Rusher. This guy, Elusive Bruiser, he's on our list. Lurker, here's a linebacker, 41. That could be a good guy for us. Main thing is we need people that we can throw scholarships out that we can go after that's going to be open to us recruiting them, coming to our school, getting us ahead, and it is not looking like there's a lot available. Here's another linebacker. Okay, tight end, rusher, contested specialist. This can be a tedious process, but it's very important for me to find players that I can recruit so that when I'm not getting these other guys, because I can't recruit all of them, right, that they're still, and there's no offensive lineman. That's going to be a troubling thing for us. There's one right there. defensive tackle. Here's a right guard. So I have to make a decision right now. Now I got to go over here and I got to find somebody that I can get rid of. So those are definitely winnable, right? But so this one, we're probably going to lose him, so we're going to pull him off. We're keeping for right now, but we're probably going to lose him. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get that linebacker that's in the top 40, I think, or so. Who did I not take off? Did I not take somebody off? Yeah, this guy's coming off. I apologize, fellas. I'm going to get it down, I promise. Here we go. Mike. Okay. Go there with that. I'm going to go there with that. And so we don't want to waste these hours. We're going to throw them out there. All right. So we're going to exit recruiting. We're going to go the next week and we're going to see where things pop. And this is where we'll pick up next week. Okay, so here we are. We're into week 1. So we'll pick up here next week into week 1. Check out our recruiting before our game with Missouri. So until next time, this is Coach Dub signing off.